So I had this song, didn't know what it was about, but it was done. It came really fast, and I had like all the parts figured out. I had a bass part and a drum part and this cool guitar part, and it was kind of steamy, like a rock rumba, but slower, more molasses-like, and I just couldn't come up with like what it was about. But the whole song was done, and so I gave it to Don's, and I said, maybe this should be our sex song, you know, about a hot girl and a guy. And
well, Winston Salem was kind of a pain in the ass, personally.
And Don's guy couldn't get past the fact that it had one chord in it. And I was like, yeah, it's just one chord.
Basically just a pad of one chord. And that's kind of one of those things that I don't really deal with a whole lot. I like to move around with chords and things like that to keep it interesting. I've never really written a song that's just a chord entirely based around one chord throughout the entire song. And it really screwed with me for quite a while.
Well, how do you know which section is different? How do you know? Well, because when it goes to the chorus, like, I'll do this. And then when it's on the verse, I'll do this. And it just didn't seem to, like, push any buttons for him. So, you know, we jammed it a bit and kind of left it alone. And a little while later, I came back to him and was like, well, Dons, what do you think, man, about the one chord song? We were calling it the tremolo song. That's what we were calling it, the tremolo song.
That and being the working title for it, since it was called the tremolo song. Another thing messed around with it because the tremolo has this very pulsating texture to it. And when we recorded the demos for it, the guitar and the bass, the whole band playing, it's just like this pulsating rhythm going by over about 3.5 minutes. And in this whole time, I'm trying to think of melodies and lyrics. And it's, when you look at it from that standpoint of just being a song with just this tremolo and this driving drum beat, that type of thing, it looks monotonous, even though it's not. So it took me a while to break that barrier of it being a real song, there being form in the song. So I kind of tossed around quite a few ideas. I guess the first idea with Dave was that he wanted it to be a song about, some song about sex or some song about a chick. So he gave me that idea, and I kind of tried tossing that around on the tremolo song. But then I ended up writing my own song about a girl and sex and like deceiving and things like that. So I had to tell him that was out of the picture because I'd already written my own song about the topic that you want this song to be about. And my next idea, I don't really remember exactly what it was, but ended up being some kind of high-speed chase type of thing. Somebody died, but I kind of got in the realm of a lot of our songs revolve around death and people dying and strange situations. So
how's the tremolo song going? I don't know, I think I got an idea. And then one night he calls me and says, is it okay if anyone dies in this? You know, it's got a lot of our songs, like characters die. And I said, hey man, if it makes you happy, you can kill whoever you want. And he says, oh, I was hoping you'd say that. And then nothing.
The song being completely off the topic of where his intentions were, which is, I mean, it's fine. He kind of gave it to me to do what I wanted to do with it. But it's about Jimmy Johnson in his moonshine days, that type of thing. His name's not mentioned in it, and it's a story just about kind of cars he drove. It was like really interesting when I've always liked NASCAR and racing, that type of thing, and songs like this always like that song always kind of floated around in my head. I never expected to write one, but sometimes it just happens that you end up writing a song like that.
And then more time went by, and I had pretty much given up on it. And then Don's calls me, or texts me, and he says, "Tremolo song is done." It has nothing to do with sex. Turns out, I think it's about the Jimmy Johnson, the patron saint of stock car racing. Yeah, good sex song there, man.
Question.